looks to be a pretty good turnout for December. So thank you all for carving time out of your schedule. John Bolton staying in this little square, so that's a lot of watching this film. Pretty confining. It's kind of the size of that, probably that, everybody saw that monolithic silver thing they dropped in Utah or something, you know, just to visit the inside of that. Or dogs. By a show of hands, who has been to stand-up before? Alright, for all of you that are unable to raise your hand because this is your first stand-up, you're going to be able to raise your hand the next time we do this in January. Welcome to stand-up. Again, for those that are new, we do this once a month as a way to gather together, not spend too much time, therefore standing up. I think we have a couple chairs that we usually do if somebody does need to sit down. The point is not to make you suffer for 30 minutes here, but it is to have a little bit of collegial interaction, to speak with each other about the things that are happening in the organization, things that we're working on collectively, individually, as well as just to touch on some things that are happening within the season. Last month we talked about Thanksgiving and gratitude. I believe the assignment this month or homework had to do with giving. I'll bring that up toward the end. We're going to share a couple of announcements from leadership throughout the organization, and then open up to anybody that has anything that they want to share with the group. I will start and say the payroll period changing from 26 weeks to 24 weeks. Chelsea may say, "You're stealing my thunder. I want to talk about that." She's welcome to talk about it. I just want to raise my hand and say, for the hardships that have been created by that, blame me. That is my brainchild. Part of the rationale behind moving toward 24 pay periods is to align our pay structure with our revenue cycle, which is through the first to the last day of the month. And when we move to 24 pay periods, we can align our pay structures from the 1st to the 15th to the 16th from the last day of any month. And it makes a lot of things flow better in terms of managing systems, especially financial systems. So I realize we can create some hardships moving from 24 to 26, or 26 to 24, some other formula. And I apologize for that. I hope that the gains overall for the greater good are going to outweigh the pain that may impact some situationally. If that's going on, please speak up. We'll do everything in our power to help out with that. So that's my announcement. I'm going to turn and see if Francie, John, Chelsea, or Michael from the senior leadership team have any announcements.
Reiterate, our email was sent out last week. If you're all wondering what some of the restructuring of leadership going on, so what programs are reporting to who and what's that all look like? There's an email that went out at the end of last week that you can reference. Let's know if you have any questions on that. We're also moving forward, coming up with some deadlines for many of you have probably heard about our CARES Act funding. So there are some regional deadlines coming up yet this week. State deadlines will come up at the end of the month, and the federal funding, there's reporting mechanisms at the end of December. We're able to go into the beginning of next year to utilize some of those funds as well. So you see some of us do a lot of scurrying around to make sure that that's all accounted for. I don't have any attempts here, do we? We have Brandon here that's come on board with the Access Me Care, but I just want to mention, if you haven't met them, Brandon, this is your first, is it?
No.
Okay, Brandon has done a phenomenal job with Access Me Care, as well as just picking up things, just jumping in whenever needed. Lynn Whitaker is located in the outpatient counseling hallway back where Gary Merrick is. If you haven't met her, she's the one that's organizing all of the receipts, all of the expenditures for the CARES Act funding, and it's mind-blowing we haven't met her, take a minute to say, meet her and say thank you. These are hundreds of thousands of dollars that we've been able to tap into, but it also takes a lot of work to be accountable for those. And then thirdly, we brought on, there's that funding, the Evelyn who's been helping out with, you want me to talk about Evelyn a second?
Sure. So obviously with COVID, we've done a lot of telehealth shifting these last several months. So there's a lot of coordinating with clients to let them know is their appointment telehealth or in person, getting phone numbers and email addresses collected accurately. So she's really helped us pull that together a little better. Some clients are so confused and we're getting telehealth done and we're running a lot smoother. So she's been also, we've had some great technical positions.
We really have, and these three people have stepped in with very little direction and orienting and hit the ground running, and this is really helping carry us through this time. And Evelyn's also needed back and carries also. So, good chance, come thank you.
We're in the process of the implementation of Relias, so we're just starting those beginning phases still to start by January. Open enrollment benefits just closed on Friday. So that all went pretty smoothly this year, I would say. We had the payroll change, and I know there's been some questions about trying to get answers to those. We will have an FAQ coming out by the end of today. That should answer any questions that anybody has on that piece, PTO and some other things. We started delivering awards last week. There'll be some communication coming out on that. So huge thank you to the HR team who did a lot of the background work, preparing, getting gifts together, lining up the dates and times for us visiting other organizations. So we did it last Thursday, Southeast, Iowa City, Cedar Rapids.
Washington,
yeah, all in one day. So it was a nice trip and everybody was really excited to see.
350 miles in 1 day. Plus visits. Ryan, forever lived in yes, $7. That's an aside.
Huge thank you to them. I know we haven't done the winner on Facebook, so we do have some winners for that. Terry Thompson, Shauna Mario, Don Grant, for liking and sharing the Facebook post. So we have something coming, and then also if you're not on LinkedIn or you are on LinkedIn and you're not following us right now, please give us a follow.
And she is our new Southeast Division Director for those 3 sites in Southeast. She filled the vacancy left by Chris Betzford. So she's here today to do some training, and this is maybe your 3rd week in the role, I think. Secretary of Yes, started the 3rd, yeah.
Welcome. Is there anybody else that we missed that may be new to the organization that or hasn't been to a stand-up since they became new to the organization that anybody would like to identify?
We have an HR team, HR specialist, Natasha Pollock, and she's back there in the corner. She comes with us with a couple of years of HR experience, and we're excited to have her.
Welcome, Natasha. So for duties, you'll have to bring a talent act next time we do this in January. I'm sure you've been told about that. Don't let it stress you out. I'm just kidding around. Any other? Yes.
I just wanted to thank each of you for your participation in World AIDS Day week last week. So many of you I saw wearing buttons and wearing red, and it really does make a big difference. We notice, we appreciate it, our community notices and appreciate it. You know, unbeknownst to us, we have lots of folks, lots of people in Dubuque living with HIV, and so it's great that we care, it's great that we show that we care. So I want to say thank you for your participation. My staff said, wow, it was a really busy week, it was a long week, but it was really impactful. So again, thank you all so much.
Great, you got your buttons distributed to those offices that are too numerous to identify. They were happy to receive it. It was just the fact that devoted to World AIDS Day and the fact that there were buttons in the lounge, in the main office, etc. And somebody had replied and said, it'd be great if some of that stuff could make its way beyond review to other places. We hear about it, but we don't always see it. And so on our tour, Janae actually, last thing she did, I think, before we left early in the morning, was stick a big bag of those buttons in my mailbox and got those distributed the next day. Even though we were probably a few days late on the event when it started here, they felt like we were not helping a long way. Okay, anybody else? Pregnant pause, they call it, right? Any therapists among us is, I could never be a therapist, I think. Like my lip and shut up, so it's hard for somebody else to talk. Thought we would, just with a little amount of time we have left, I do want to recognize Jane for putting some food together, and please take some on your way out. I have to do something seasonally, so I think there's some chocolate in those containers. She even has, I think because of some of the discussions we've had, I think she included all the fruit I can see from here, which is kind of cool too. So some of those that are, sometimes modified or restricted what it is that you're eating for different reasons. We don't always need to fill everybody with the donut. I realize that's not the best and highest nutrition value. It may be the easiest, and Michael's kind of started my addiction to donut boy. What I don't understand here locally is I thought donuts had holes in the middle, but everything that he brings in the box is totally full of goo and something just tremendously delicious. Cut it up in 6 pieces and feed family 6 with it. So, all right, enough that. Wanted to spend a few minutes and share with the group a playbook that we're working on across all 3 levels of the organization as it relates to our leadership teams, our senior leadership, our ops leadership, our shared support leadership. We just started to roll this out in our first shared support group meeting last week, but it's been an undertaking of the senior leaders and the operations leaders have started as well. We're all reading a book by Patrick Lencioni called The Advantage. It's about workplace, the health of an organization, and workplace culture, and does everything, addresses everything from how to best use meeting time to talking about how we deal with mission, vision, and values in an organization, and how we build goals around the things that are most important to us. So I thought I'd just share that the premise of the book is really built around 6 questions. Those 6 questions that we need to answer as an organization were why we exist, how do we behave, what do we do, how will we succeed, what is most important right now, who must do what. Those are the 6 questions, and I was going to share from a few of those where we're at right now, kind of a draft form. And some of this through surveys and other things we've been able to bring out from the larger organization, the questions I'll raise through the Wednesday emails, as well as the larger survey that went out to 450 email addresses, of which we got like 265 plus people participating, which is unheard of in terms of folks that responded with input. And so those types of inputs are what are going into this. Why do we exist? We exist to harness and activate resources for our clients to promote and treat brain health, overall well-being, and belonging in an environment free of stigma. And again, these are not, we've also got a separate mission, vision, and value statement, but some of this stuff is what is helpful on that. How do we behave? We behave in the following actions: community involvement, compassion for all, collaboration, trustworthiness. What do? We provide a continuum of brain health services to educate, coordinate services, and deliver treatment to individuals with brain health needs. How will we succeed? We will succeed by leveraging people, process, and technology to provide an array of brain health and wellness strategies that embrace a high level of clinical quality, are delivered in a financially efficient manner, and by strategically evaluating and implementing growth opportunities. We will drive operational ownership and decision-making for programs and services closer to those directly overseeing client services delivery. And then what is the most important thing right now? The thematic goal right now, which is kind of in the, throughout the remainder of the calendar year, is to continue to solve our operating revenue expense issues while surviving COVID-19. So what does that mean? That means we're keeping the doors open and the lights on the best we can, despite some of the challenges that COVID-19 has facing with us, and it also takes into consideration our operating trial. We're not going to suffer our clinical quality, our opportunities for individual and collective growth and development, growth of programs, and fiscal efficiency. And I'll spare you the detail on who does what. That gets into some assignments related to roles on our team, and again, it's being done at other levels of the organization, so other teams are dealing with identifying that in the context of their roles. That topic was homework assignment. I think I reiterated it. I don't remember if I gave it out during the last stand-up. I know I reiterated it in the Wednesday email, and it was preparing us for this season. I often think of the holidays this time of year as a season of giving. And depending on where you stand in life, you may be more of a giver, you may be more of a receiver. Both of those are okay. There are obviously people in great need. That's why organizations like ours exist, and they are receiving support, assistance of different types, human care, as well as other things that help them get through a time that can be very difficult. And therefore, in order to receive that, it means there must be others on the other end that are organizing around giving that. The great thing is that when you receive, there's always opportunities for redeeming what you receive, right? And that's where things tend to come full circle. Oftentimes we find that those folks that are the greatest givers come to it from a place that's very deep in their experience when somebody gave to them. And so I just had an assignment for those that want to share. I said, think of the time, probably the best gift you ever gave or received. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about whether you were the giving or the receiver. It just depends on how you experienced that, if you have that in mind. And so with that, I'll see if anybody has an answer to that question. Can anybody share the best gift they ever gave or received? He's going to go and then Mike.
My husband this year, I've always wanted a golden retriever, and so my husband this year got me a golden retriever puppy. Her name is Sloan, and she's like 9 weeks old right now, so we're going through that bout of having a 9-week-old. So it's a good time.
We talked spirit animals in our first shared support meeting. Chelsea's icebreaker was what was her spirit animal, and I think we had 3 or 4 people arguing with the first person that chose the dog because they said, I'm going to grab this one too. Michael?
When I graduated college in 1990s, I went to spring break around the corner. My brother was down there. Coming back out spring break, and I got stuck in this huge snowstorm around Alabama and stuff like that. And down there, snow. So I think the gift was when Red Cross showed up, and they had buses and buses that took us to these little communities where we had a place to sleep for a couple of nights, and we had to sleep on the interstate. My way of getting back now is I give blood every time I have to, so I go over across the street and give blood, and that's why I give my thanks for that gift, because I didn't want to sit on the highway in Alabama and all places. Cold for 2 nights until we got everything taken care of. So that's why it was my contribution.
Great example. Anybody else? All right, thank you to the folks that contributed. We're going to, and any final words or comments or questions that anybody has before we break? hope that you can grab some James food on your way out. I wish you all a great holiday season, whatever that is, whatever you celebrate in December and heading into January. Things tend to ebb and flow here, very busy rush, as well as a very hard time of year for people for different reasons, and sometimes that's lost in the focus on the joy of the season. We see a lot of people on hardships too, and keep doing the great things that they're doing. And if you happen hardships, don't be afraid to reach out to the person you're right with about being happy to lend you an ear, and hopefully that's what this organization is about. So go to Reflections in the Park to live your experiences. Thank you all.